Yo, shalom, shalom. Good morning, or good afternoon, whichever you want to call it. We close to 12 o'clock, so we close to lunchtime. But hopefully everybody's doing all right. Happy preparation day. Today we're going to Psalm chapter 129. Let's go ahead and get your notes out, get your Bibles, and we get ready to break into the lesson. We go ahead to shout out who's in the lesson today. Law, we'll see you in the building. Grace and peace be with you. Shalom, shalom. How you doing? Curious to see you in the building as well. Hey, grace and peace be with you. Glad to see you here. Shalom, shalom. Like I said, today we are going into Psalm chapter 129. Let's go ahead and start off with Matthew chapter 26, verse 6, and we'll get started from there. All right, Matthew chapter 26, verse 6. Now, when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came to him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor." When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, "Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this woman have done be told for a memorial of her." So whenever we bring out the true gospel of Jesus Christ, the message that's given to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the globe, the words that are given to those people we understand are black, the slave descendants, those people that are in captivity, that are struggling today. Why are we struggling? Because we have been punished by God. Whenever we bring up the message that's saying those people under the curses of Deuteronomy 28, suffering at the hands of their oppressor because they transgressed against the law of the Most High God, like going against the law of the Lord, going against what God wanted us to do from the beginning, what he wants us to continue to do to this day. So whenever we bring out this message, it's telling those people I'm talking about, the ones we understand are black, to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the day they die. We always gonna remember the woman to put the ointment on the body of our Messiah, Jesus, the Christ. All right, without further ado, let's get ready to dive on into it. Let's go to Psalm chapter 129, verse 1. Before we get into it, see you just joining. Sir, how you doing? Good morning / afternoon. Hopefully all is good. Hopefully all is good. Psalm chapter 129, verse 1. Many a time have they afflicted me from my youth. May Israel now say, many a time have they afflicted me from my youth. So when he says many a time have they afflicted me from my youth, he's saying, have they caused problems for me? They have done these things to me since I was a child. Since I was a child, I've been going through these things. Ever since we was born into this world full of sin, full of evil, we have been oppressed. We have been battling the evil within us. So he says, I've been afflicted. And he said, Israel may now say, many times I've been afflicted. We've been through many tribulations, many trials, many struggles. Life has not been easy for us, but guess what we have to do? We have to battle through this tough time, through these tough tribulations, the trials. The trials are nothing but tests. Many a time have we been afflicted. Let's read on. Many a time have they afflicted me from my youth, yet they have not prevailed against me. See, all the people that have tried to bring pain to me, bring trouble, they have not prevailed, meaning they have not been successful. They thought they could take me out. They thought they could take me down. I'm not talking about just people. I'm also talking about my own struggles, my own personal sins, my own personal demons I got to battle. They have not been able to take me out. They always try to come get us. They want to take us down. We all got our things that we know is within us, deep within us. Nobody is without any type of struggles. How do I know this? Because God told me so. Let me go ahead and pull this out real quick so people can understand. 1 John chapter 1, verse 8. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. If we say we have no sin that we're battling, we have no wickedness within us, we have no evil that we have to contend with. We don't have anything. We have to pick up our sword, which is the word of God, and have to battle against to say, hey, I will not be this person. I will not let this evil take me out. I will not let my spirit of wanting to steal take over me. I will not let my spirit of being a
hoe for sure
take over. I will not let nobody come in and try to tell me to be gay. No, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to make sure that I walk in the way of the Lord according to the commandments. None of the things that is within me is going to come out there. Now, I don't know if, but let me say this nicely. I don't even know if this spirit of gay is sitting within me. I'm glad I don't feel it. I don't want it to come near me. So, you know what I'm saying? If it is, let it be less than 1%. Let it be less than 1,000th of a percent. Matter of fact, less than 1,000,000th of a percent. But either way, we all got things in us we have to battle. The point I'm making is we're going to have to battle them. We have the afflictions, but they will not prevail against us. Why? Because the Lord is walking with us. How is he walking with us? He's in our thoughts. He is always telling us to make sure we stick close to him. And as long as the Lord stick closest to us, then nothing can beat us, because every time sin tries to approach us, it's going to tell us
we don't do that here.
We got to make sure that our sin, our wickedness does not take over. We got to make sure it don't battle us. And when it does approach us, always fight it off. Always make sure the evil thoughts within your mind, you tell them.
I should roll your ass off this porch, that stupid shit.
See, we don't want it to make us live a life going against God, because we go against God, then we know that God is going to come against us. And if God comes against you, there is no winning that battle. So you make sure you're on the right side of the Most High. Make sure he's fighting with you and not fighting against you. Because if he fights against you, it's a hopeless battle. Psalm chapter 129, verse 3, the plowers plowed upon my back. They made long their furrows. And they says upon my back, because those people that were working against you. Now, normally what people do, they're going to plow on the ground. Why? Because they're trying to plant. They're planting seeds. They're doing all these things, right? He said the plowers plowed over my back, just like we know the other nations walked all over us. He said they plowed over my back. They went against us. Everything was going all right. Psalm chapter 129, verse 3. I'm sorry, 129, verse 4. The Lord is righteous. He hath cut asunder the cords of the wicked. See, when he says he cut asunder the cords of the wicked, all of the people that tried to band against us, all the ones that tried to assemble together, all the wickedness, all of the devastators of Transformers, you know what I'm saying? They all thought they could come together and make one giant Transformer and take us down. They're like, oh yeah, surely they cannot overcome us. They cannot beat us. Well, guess what? They come against us and all of the bands of the wicked gets cut apart. So all of those 10 Transformers that might try to come together, we're going to cut them in pieces and they're going to be back to 10 Transformers. And we're going to beat them one by one. Just like the enemies, the people that are over us, the people that are great at war, Esau, our twin brother, just like they know how to divide and conquer, we're going to divide and conquer, because we're going to cut asunder the cords of the wicked. All the wicked, all of those strands, everything they think they're going to, piece together, they're going to hold tight and be on one accord. They're going to be in unison. Now we're going to cut that asunder, just like the Lord's going to do. You know that's going to happen when he talks about that cutting asunder? Guess what's going to happen when that cord gets cut asunder? They're going to be by themselves, just like in the end times. All of those cords that cut asunder, they're going to come and they're going to burn Babylon with fire. You'll say that's what's going to happen. Let me see. Lawa says, is that this kind of what you were talking about yesterday with the furrow holding you back in verse 3? Be specific. I'm trying to think what you said. You said the furrow. And I was talking about yesterday. I'm completely lost, but I'll try to catch it with you. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab the definition of furrow really quick to make sure I'm giving the right definition of it. I mean, giving the right sense of it, because furrow is not a normal word that we normally going to say. Yep, a furrow, a narrow trench made in the ground by a plow for planting seeds. See, so a furrow, so a furrow is what they use to make, it's like narrow trench. So it's like the little hole. You may have ever seen Men of Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr. He had the little plow thing. He was walking around pushing the plow, and so his daddy wouldn't have to do it, and he was too old to work by himself, so he didn't go to school. But point is, he made that they make a narrow trench, and then you start dropping seeds in it, then you cover the trench back up. That's what a furrow is. All right. Hey, by the way, I see you. Let me see, Christina, how you doing? Grace and peace be with you. Good morning / afternoon. Hopefully all is good. Like the chain. Nah, the chain is more so the bands of the wicked. When that's talking about the bands of the wicked, that's in verse, let me read it again. Verse 4, the Lord is righteous. He has cut asunder the cords of the wicked. The cords of the wicked is like a chain. Those cords of you think about ropes that's stranded together. If you ever seen a rope, they're not just one, it's not just one string. It's strings that's like tied together. Matter of fact, you're a girl, so you know about braiding. It's like you braiding ropes together. That's what it is, pretty much. That's the cords of the wicked. They all bound together. But yeah. Yes, you are thinking something else. Psalms chapter 129, verse 5. Let them all be confounded and turn back that hate Zion. See, everybody that hates the Lord, the Lord's Father, and the Lord's people, everybody that can't stand them, everybody that's against them, is fighting against them. He said, let them be confounded, confused. They ain't gonna know what to think. They ain't gonna know what to believe. They're gonna be like, man, which direction do I go? Why? Because they are all trying to fight against Israel. When you try to fight, you're trying to fight against Israel, you got to only come with lies. When you come with lies, you're coming with confusion, and you're gonna be so confused. You're gonna try to confuse people so much, you're gonna confuse yourself. You're trying to throw a whole web of deceit around, and that web of deceit, you're gonna be tangled up in it. You see, let them all be confounded. You ever talk to somebody and they lie so much they don't even know what they're talking about? Put a 1 in chat if you ever seen that happen before. Because that's what happens when the people try to come against the truth. When they come against the Lord, you're going to confound yourself, because you are doing nothing but telling lies, because the Lord is the truth. The laws are the truth. The commandments are the truth. The word of God is the truth. All of these things are the truth. So if you go against the truth, you are only coming with lies. That is the only thing you got. That's all you have to bargain with, to fight with. So you got to step down and just, let go of them lies. Hey, what's going on with you, Eric? Grace and peace be with you. It's been a long time. Hopefully all is good with you. We got to get up. Got to catch up. Psalms chapter 129, verse 6. Let them be as the grass upon the housetops, which wherewith afore it groweth up. So it says, let it be like the house, them on the housetop, the grass on housetops. Now, if I think of grass on housetops, now I'm not familiar with this because I ain't never had a house with grass on top of it, but I've seen it on, I guess, on TV. If anybody ever seen I Am Legend, you had grass on top of buildings with giant towers. You know, you got anybody play the game The Last of Us, you got grass growing on side of buildings. So I guess maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but he said, let it be like the grass upon housetops, which wherewith afore it groweth up. So maybe it's just talking about abandoned. They're going to be desolate, abandoned. I don't know. So that's something I'm gonna have to study more on to figure out exactly what he's talking about. Psalms chapter 129, verse 7. Wherewith the mower filleth not his hand, nor he that bindeth sheaves his bosom. So he says the mower filleth not his hand, meaning like there's not enough that he's gonna pick up. Like when you mowing grass or you're cutting down the sheaves, like you're getting wheat, you're gathering wheat, or you're gathering different crops. He says, let the mower not fill his hand, meaning he's not going to be able to gather in that much crops. It ain't gonna be much out there. He's not gonna have much to actually no abundance. He's gonna have scarcity. So those that are fighting against God are going to be scarce. They're going to be desolate. They're not going to have much. They ain't going to have much energy to fight us with because they don't have much food. The Lord's going to take away everything from them. It's going to make things tougher on them. He says, nor he that bindeth sheaves his bosoms. Again, you get sheaves. You get all these, you bind up all these sheaves, or what's the word for sheaves? Just like I said, same thing as when it's talking about I lost the word that fast. Filleth his hand. Yeah, the sheaves is like when you bundle up. I'm trying to think of the word. Matter of fact, let me just pull up the definition again to make sure I say it right, because I don't want to tell y'all no lies, because then I have y'all matter of fact, I have myself confused, like the scripture just said, and I'm cool on being confused. I like know what I'm talking about. All right, there it is. Sheaves. A bundle of grain stalks laid lengthwise and tied together after reaping. Yeah, so a bundle of them. So you just got them and you put a little rope around it, and there you go, bundle of them. That's what I was trying to explain, but yeah, I'm not a farmer, so it is what it is. Let's continue on. Psalms chapter 129, verse 7 again. Wherewith the mower filleth not his hand, nor he that bindeth sheaves his bosom. So he ain't got as much. Verse 8. Neither do they which go by say, the blessing of the Lord be upon you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. So it says, neither do they which go by say it. So the people that go by, he's saying the people that see these people going through these things, they're not going to say, hey, you're blessed. They're not going to say, bless you in the name of the Lord. Why? Because these are the ones that actually hate Zion. The ones that hate Zion, people that pass up the people that hate Zion, they're going to be saying, oh, good job. Just like when the enemies, let me show you an example, because he says, those that go by ain't going to say you're blessed. Watch this. Let's go to Lamentations chapter 2. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Lamentations 2, and I think it's 15. Shooting from the hip, y'all, so hopefully I got it right. Let's see. Lamentations chapter 2. Verse 15. Yep, that's it. All that pass by, so clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. So all of our enemies are going to walk by us and they're going to be laughing at us. They're going to be saying stuff like, look at you. What's going on? Yeah, they're not going to be saying we're blessed. They're going to be laughing at us. They're going to be pointing at us, clapping their heads, wagging their, they're going to be, nah. Anybody's ever been a kid? That's what they're saying. Let's read on. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city of men that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? So I'm like, are these the people that are God's children? Are these supposed to be these special people above all nations? They're going to be mocking us. They're like, these are really the great men and women. These are the kings and queens of the earth. Just like, hey, right now, I guarantee you, Caucasians be laughing at us. I would be laughing if you heard them saying, yeah, we're Egyptian kings. We're kings and queens. We are this. Oh, the black man is God. Yeah, we the original man. If I was white people, I'd be like, y'all ain't nothing. What y'all talking about? Y'all better go on, be quiet. Y'all, man, if I was white people, I'd be like,
I should blow your ass off this push, that stupid shit.
Because y'all ain't nothing but a whole nation of people that don't want to do the right thing because all y'all believe
evil is good.
None of y'all believe in doing the right thing. Y'all all believe in doing evil. And then y'all wonder why stuff is terrible for y'all, because y'all don't want to follow the correct way. So we just gonna keep laughing at y'all. And it only makes sense. You keep talking about you kings and queens. How you kings and queens when y'all living in the ghetto? How y'all kings and queens when y'all don't even know how to love each other properly. Y'all act like a bunch of idiots. Y'all talking about y'all the best people on the planet.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
And that's how everybody's going to feel about us, because we think that, but they're going to wag their heads and clap their hands because they're going to say, ain't no way we can call y'all blessed. Why would I call y'all blessed when y'all don't even know how to properly conduct yourselves as people? Y'all act like a bunch of degenerates and we could just laugh at you. Let me read that one more time. Lamentations chapter 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. We are the daughter of Jerusalem. We are the people of God. We are the Israelites. We are the people that descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the patriarchs. We're those people. Let's read on. Saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty? Or is this the great Jerusalem? Is this that black neighborhood that's supposed to be so special? Ha, get out of here. Verse 16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth, saying, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we have looked for. We have found it. We have seen it. Because everybody was happy to see us fall. Everybody loves to see us down. That's why it says in Revelation 11, this right here, let's go ahead and take this, and we're going to pretty much end it right here. Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And no, verse 10. Revelation chapter 11, verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. You see, we got Asians, Caucasians, we got Arabs, we got the Africans. I ain't not talking about Israel. I'm talking about Africans. We got the Polynesians. All these other nations are looking at us, and they are saying, they are doing this right here. They dwell upon the earth. They rejoice over us. They are happy to see us down because they profit off of us. They are, I ain't gonna say leeching off of us. They just sucking us dry. They set up shop in our neighborhoods and they take everything from us because they know we foolish enough to continue to be consumed by them. We are a prey to them. They are the lions, and we are the what's Pumbaa? Warthog. We the warthogs and they the lions. They eating us alive, and we just sitting here. And while they eating us, we never die. We just gotta be sitting here getting snacked on forever and ever. That's what's going on. Verse 10. And they shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth. You see, they know how bad it is for them when we ruling, because they know that we are the rightful rulers of the planet Earth. We are Simba. They are Scar. The rest of the world is Scar. We're Simba. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to keep Pride Rock in a desolate place. Pride Rock is a planet Earth. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to restore it to its natural beauty. But we first got to remember who we are. When we remember who we are, we can return to our righteousness and do exactly what the Lord wants us to do. All right, so let's go read this one more time. Psalms chapter 128, verse 8. Neither do they which go by say, the blessing of the Lord be upon you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. They're not going to be saying, the people that hate God, bless them in the name of the Lord. They're going to be like, I ain't saying that. Those people can't be blessed. Well, guess what? It's time for us to be blessed. It's time for us to live the way we was told to, continue to grow the way we're supposed to. This is Psalm chapter 129. Pray y'all was edified, gain some understanding. We'll try to go over, probably try to get 130 tonight if we get time. Other than that, enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Grace and peace be unto the 12.